All right, guys, as you can see, the 3-point arms are off of this tractor. You have to forgive me if the camera's shaking a little bit. My arms are a little tired from hammering. I'm just going to sit down here and show you what I was dealing with. All right, so your 3-point arms are going into this here, into this bracket, and there's a pin that goes in there and goes through. You see it's tapered at one end. Not tapered, but a different diameter, and then there's your where your hitch pin goes in, or your clip pin. And basically it was rusted fast in there. I used a whole can of spray, and really it's nobody's fault but my own that this turned into a huge project. It is 2:30 in the afternoon and I started working at this around noon. So, and it's my own dumbness, it's my own fault. I don't have an oxygen and acetylene torch outfit anymore. When I was at the other farm, I had one, and I tried to get a good set. I bought a brand new set of tanks, a brand new torch, brand new regulators, just because I didn't want to mess around with somebody else's problems. I wanted a nice torch outfit, and I used it a lot. I actually had a Junker New Holland 489 Haybine, and I didn't have a trailer to get it to the junkyard, and I actually torched the thing in half and into small pieces, and I actually loaded it on the back of my Dodge pickup. On that 6.5 foot bed, I fit an entire New Holland Haybine, basically the parts that were junk. So I have had a torch a lot. I needed it a lot. Working on a combine, you usually have to use a torch from time to time. So when I left over at the other farm and I was going back to work and working a regular job, I figured the farming was pretty well over for me, and I really didn't want to keep anything around that was farm related, just because I didn't want to have it on my mind or have to think about it. So I sold it. I sold my torch outfit to the neighbor. My buddy was just starting a garage, a repair garage at that time, and he was a little short on tools, and I really helped him out get started. He didn't have a lot of things like a press. I sold him my press, my bandsaw. I sold him my milling machine, my lathe, all that kind of stuff went to his garage. All my bolts, I had probably 10 ton of bolts. So starting up again here and being a renter again, not being an owner, I'm very reluctant on spending too much on things that I don't want to have history repeat itself. So we're just basically trying to run a bare bones type of operation here. Basically my money's just in the assets, like the equipment, stuff I can liquidate if I have to start all over again at life. Why did it take 2.5 hours to get this off? Why am I dead tired now? Like I say, no torch. And what I actually was trying to use, and I think it helped, and all you professional farmers and machinists out there, guys that weld and stuff, you'd probably laugh at this. But believe it or not, I was able to get it hot enough with this little propane torch that I got it just that it was starting to turn red, and kept spraying the spray in there, all that spray residue on the floor. I don't think I could have got it without this little torch. Now, granted, if I had a much bigger torch, yeah, I could have heated this red hot and knocked the pin out. But it's just one of those things. It took me way longer than it should have. I was getting real stubborn with it. All it had to do was move a little bit, and after about a half hour, it moved a centimeter, and that was all the motivation I needed to keep working at it. Probably could have borrowed a torch, but that is kind of the way it is. I didn't really want to bother anybody or have to go load up somebody else's tools, and it is what it is. It's off, and I'm very happy. And 2.5 hours later, wasting time at it. The 3-point arms are off this tractor. Now, I'm going to sand that thing way down and even grind it a little smaller. That's why I think my suspicion with this tractor, I don't think it ever saw a farm. I think it was on an acreage type of property. Usually your 3-point arms will just fall right off because they're that wore out from bouncing around. I don't think these 3-point arms were used all that much. And everything is machined so tight together. So I'm going to grind that pin down a little bit smaller, get all the rust off, get the pits ground out of it, and coat it with some anti-seize. Like I did on this side, I have that so smeared full of anti-seize. Some guys might say to take it out, but then your holes start to get rusty, and then you tend to lose your pins too from time to time. I think I'm better off coating it with anti-seize, just smearing the whole thing up inside and out, and putting it back on. That way you know where it is. So, and when I do my maintenance, when I grease the tractor, I'm the type that's going to remember what kind of a job this was and spray it up once in a while. So, all right, guys, this turned into a project. I have so much more stuff to get done today. I didn't want to spend 2.5 hours at this, but it's out. And I'll show you why this was such a hard job while I'm under here. Oh, bear with me here. Right there is where the backside of the pin was, and you'll take notice you can't get a hammer in too well. This would have been a lot easier if you could hammer. I'm hammering at an angle here, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. So it's off. It's clouding up. We're supposed to get some rain today, some serious rain, and a cold front. Sunday we're supposed to get snow flurries, so today's Saturday, of course. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Welcome to anybody who is new to the channel. I just had a little bit of an increase in my subscribers in the past 2 days, so welcome everybody, and I appreciate all my viewers. So thanks for watching. And we just had our first lightning and thunder for the year, so yeah, I'm gonna go back inside here. A little bit of a thunderstorm as this cold front comes through, I guess. Like I say, it's supposed to only be like 49 tomorrow. I just looked at the weather again. We aren't supposed to get flurries now. That was an earlier forecast, so but I mean, it's warm now. It's in the 70s, I'd say. So a little bit of a change, and then next week it's going to start gradually increasing, and we have days in the 80s again. So making the transition here. Hoping Tuesday to start spraying. So let's see what else I got to finish before the storm comes. All right, guys, this is starting to turn into quite the storm here. For springtime, it's kind of a weird event here. Early spring. I guess it's not early spring anymore, though. Yeah, that's right. I guess spring you do get thunderstorms. Anyway, I was just watching. There was some guy that was just walking up the road there, and he was kind of walking zigzagging up the road, and now he just went in the woods. So I don't know if he's on something or what the deal is. We're in the middle of a pretty rough thunderstorm, and somebody just walked into the woods. Oh, now I gotta wonder what he's up to. Don't do drugs, kids. I mean, it's not like you needed help or anything. Why would you walk in the woods if your car was broke down? You can see what it's doing outside. He's out in the freaking woods. I think I'm gonna get my pickup and head down the road and see what I can see. If there's a vehicle parked somewhere, I'm gonna talk to the neighbor at the end of the driveway. That made no sense whatsoever. He is on something. You don't want him walking around in the freaking woods when it's pouring down rain and lightning. I guess I got to get a bath and run out to my pickup. I'll keep you posted. All right, I'm back. We got it all straightened out. Something to the effect of somebody's kid was took off or something. I don't know. His mom came and got him. I don't know. Whatever. This video wasn't planned, but anyway, it made a suspenseful video. Storm's just about gone. It was coming from the west. Now it's thundering to the east. So another rain shower. Wet spring. Still wish I had the lime and fertilizer down and nitrogen. It would be doing some good, but we are still waiting, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. So anyway, guys, I'll see if there's anything else to add to this video. If not, thanks for watching.